Welcome again to our another episode of webinar. First of all, I would like to give thanks to everyone who attended this event again, and for the new ones, we would like to again very pleased that you are here to us with your valuable time. So before I give it to our webinar host for today, I would like to introduce first our company. So Fil-Nippon. So most of you know about Fil-Nippon. We started business in the 90s pa. So most of you here, we are partnered with. We supply IT products from Luzon, Visayas to Mindanao. So our partner A10 was established in 1979. It specialized in connectivity and management solutions in accessing and sharing technologies. A10 consolidates all of its products and services under one brand, which is A10, in order to provide an efficient and consistent service standard. The A10 brand consists of innovative solutions applied to connectivity, professional audio, video, and green energy for consumers. So they offer to small home offices, SMEs, small to medium-sized businesses, and enterprise customers. So to give credibility to A10, so they have visible siya globally from Asia, from Canada to US to Europe. So you know na very stable and very serious of how they do business in the world. Yun. So for the ones naman na attending this, may I ask for everyone to mute their mics so our presenter may proceed with the webinar. So I'll give you a couple of seconds to do that. Yan, sige. So I think that's an ample time naman. So for anyone who wants to ask questions, we have a chat box there. You can input any questions and we would be glad to address it after the webinar. So feel free to ask any questions during the webinar. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our sales and technical engineer, Andrea Traje, for the webinar.
So, good morning, everyone. I'm Andrea Traje, your speaker for today. Thank you for participating in our today's webinar entitled Superb Audio Video over IP Solution, which has an objective of solving distance limitation and complicated setup. Throughout the discussion, you will learn how audio video over IP solutions can help you with your requirements. AV audio video are designed to eliminate the challenge that the system integrator are facing. So for today, here is our agenda. Network AV, audio video over IP, A10 V89 series, the comparison and features, the possible application, and the success story that we have. So last, if may mga question kayo, we will answer after the presentation. So now, let's move on to first is network AV. Network AV. Through a local network structure, it delivers the AV contents and control signals to multiple places, from point-to-point extension, distribution with extension, switch and extension, and unmatched matrix switch with extension. Network AV allows you to deploy, monitor, troubleshoot, and expand your future needs within the system. So now let's proceed to audio video over IP. So what is audio video over IP? As defined, it delivers audio video and control over a dedicated or integrated network, or we can call it the transport of AV signals over a standard Ethernet network. It can also use in many setups like point-to-point, many-to-one or switch, one-to-many or splitter, or any-to-any switching. It also allows you to grow within the system. Since you are using audio video over IP, it eliminates the port limits in terms of input and output. You can have hundreds of IO ports depending on the number of ports in your network switch. But the advantage of having audio video over IP is that when the user decides to upgrade, there's no need to change the system as a whole. It rolls from TX to RX. You can send audio video with no distance limitation as long as the network switch. Also, source can be divided into multiple display. In other words, audio video over IP is a combination of matrix switch without distance limitation. So this is A10 V89 series. So ito yung solution na meron sa A10 regarding audio video over IP. The A10 V89 series video over IP extender delivers visually lawless 1080p to 4K AV signals. It has low latency over long distance via standard gigabit network switch. V89 series are designed to address the challenge that the system integrators encounter when implementing AV solutions. The importance of using V89 series, it provides an effective, easy to use, and economical digital signage solution with the following advantage and features that I will discuss later. So this is the comparison guide of V89 series. So yung A10 kasi is merong 3 kinds of HDMI over IP solution. So as you can see in the table, V89 series have 3 kinds of HDMI over IP, which is V8900, V8950, and V8952. So what are the difference between the 3? From function to features, they are all the same. The only difference between them is the resolution. V8900 is only at 1080p resolution, while V8952 is at 4K. While V8952, it's at 4K resolution. It also supports PoE, power over Ethernet. It means that the unit or hardware can be powered by LAN cable. So this is the possible application of V89 series. Retail store and digital mall, retail store, mall, digital signage, where you can attract your customer by displaying your products. Corporate building, meeting room, school, and media distribution, where you can post your news or lessons. So yun yung mga possible na application when using V89 series. So this is VE89 series look like. It has ID display and push button. As you can see in the left part, may mga madali siyang ma-define or madali siyang malaman kung transmitter or receiver by this image. As you can see, meron siyang transmitter tsaka may receiver siya. This is also one of the advantage of A10. Advantage of A10 kasi yung ibang competitors ni A10 is walang mga ID display. So si A10 kasi mas pinasimplify niya using this. May ID display siya, you can easily know what transmitter number siya. So or pwede mo rin siyang iset, kunyari itong transmitter na to is transmitter 1, transmitter 2. Also, kung makikita nyo dito sa receiver side, tatlo siyang push button unlike sa transmitter kasi dito sa receiver side, you can easily switch. So pwede rin ditong switching. So yun. So next is the features of A10. So first is lightweight compression with ultra low latency. It ensures stunning quality using A10 advanced video lawless compression technology. V89 series has this kind of technology which compress its AV signals without compromising its quality. It also edit expert. Since it's edit expert, it will automatically select the resolution that your monitor support. Also, yung sinabi ko nga kanina is edit expert siya. Yung pinaka-use niya is sometimes kasi, di ba, mas mataas yung resolution natin kaysa sa monitor natin. So may tendency na hindi kayang i-support ni monitor yung resolution natin. So ang nangyayari is nagbo-black screen siya. Minsan ang kala natin may sira sa item or may problem, pero ano lang siya, minsan ina-adjust mo lang siya sa edit. So dito sa V89 series, hindi mo na siya manually i-select. Parang si transmitter or si 89 mismo yung nagse-select nung kayang i-support ni monitor mo. definitely. So, second is limitless scalability and flexibility. Offer multifunctionality offers multifunctionality in extender, splitter, matrix switch, video wall, and daisy chain application. Like what I have mentioned earlier, for AB distribution, you can use your existing networks without providing or setting up another cabling, which result for more efficient and hassle-free installation. So ito din, isang advantage ni A10 is scalable siya, parang easily to adapt sa mga requirements nyo. For example, unang requirements nyo is 4x4 matrix switch. So ang unang ginawa nyo is bumili lang kayo ng 4x4 na matrix switch. So as times go by, syempre nag-upgrade kayo. It's either magdadagdag kayo ng source or display. So ang tendency niya is papalitan nyo yung buong system nyo. Unlike pag una pa lang is audio video over IP na yung ginawa nyo, it's either magdadagdag lang kayo ng transmitter or receiver. So next is collaboration with A10 control system. Integrated solutions allowing user to directly operate series via CLI, Telnet, or RS-232 protocol. So ito naman pagka in-integrate mo siya sa control system ni A10. So ito, yung fourth is multiple control channels, multiple control methods. The system can be managed via Ethernet or top panel push button. It also have USB connectivity, and it allows you to connect device such as keyboard, mouse, and other peripherals. So, yung sa USB connectivity, so ano ba yung use niya? Once kasi na may kinonect kang mouse or keyboard, possible na ma-access mo na yung source mo through this keyboard and mouse na nakakonect sa transmitter mo. Then last is RS-232, which is allows you to connect peripherals such as touchscreen and barcode scanner. So ito nga yung pagka connected siya sa A10 control system, possible na yung control mo is through iPad, which is yung touchscreen. So that's it. So next is scheduling management. It offers a user-friendly scheduling management functions for user to pre-plan the display schedule. It also provides help in managing all the display with a specific time frame. Can also have a multiple profile that can be arranged to play in any order. So this is also parang magandang din ni A10 kasi example yung sa may McDo, 'di ba? Meron kasi tayong mga breakfast meal, parang may specific time lang na ganito lang yung pwede mong i-order. So ito, pag ito yung ginamit mo, parang ang mangyayari lang is isang set mo lang siya na isang set na ganito niya, from 4 AM to 10 AM, ito lang yung i-display niya. Then pagdating ng 11 AM to kunyari 4 AM ulit, itong menu na. So ang mangyayari kasi is hindi mo na siya isi-set every time na ganun. So parang one-time setup lang siya. So next is, this is flexible and easy operation. There are 4 operations or in controlling or operating VE10 series. First is Web GUI or VE Manager. You can easily drag and drop the source to display. It has source preview and display monitoring. Second is LED ID display indication that you can see in the unit. You can easily switch the source by pressing the push button. The third is mobile control app as a remote control or VE89 control that you can download on Play Store or App Store. The interface of VE Manager and VE89 control are similar. And lastly, the CLI command, which controlled by VK control system. So next is yung daisy chain and video wall setup. It connects multiple display through a single port to utilize every port of network switch. Daisy chain is perfect for large-scale deployments covering hundreds of meters. So dito, as you can see, ito yung example diagram pagka daisy chain yung ginagamit nyo. Dito mo makikita na isang port lang yung ginamit ng receiver papunta sa receiver. Parang siya na yung nagdi-distribute. So dito, mayu-utilize mo yung port number niya. And also, pagka ano pala, pag VE8952 yung gamit mo, 'di ba sinabi ko kanina is PoE support siya. Pag naka-DC change siya, hindi na siya possible. Kailangan mo na siya ng power adapter since yung LAN cable na yung nagko-connect siya, so baka kasi hindi kayanin yung power. Also, it can cover hundreds of meters. Kung makikita nyo dito sa diagram, mas napapalayo niya yung distance. So parang mas ano siya, yun nga, na-eliminate niya yung distance limitation. So next, this is the sample diagram of pagka naka-integrate yung VK control system. So yung pala, yung pang video wall, up to 64 display yung kaya niya. So next. So meron akong video dito kung paano gamitin or paano makontrol yung yung app niya. So makikita nyo dito kung gaano siya kadaling gamitin na parang hindi naman kailangan na masyadong techy. Share screen. Share, give mo ako share sa ulit mo. So that's So ito naman yung yung kanina pinakita ko is yung true app lang siya, yung nada-download nyo sa mobile phone. So ito naman yung sa web GUI, ito yung itsura niya pagka in-access nyo. So this is BE Manager looks like. It's a real-time system status monitoring. It can easily configure and monitor the status of each transmitter and receiver. It also have a preview. It allows you to see the video source in real time before selecting and showing the content on each display. So on your right side naman is ito pala. Ito yung sa monitor and monitor and preview. So on your right side naman is is the visual setup. It provides maximized flexibility to manage different visual layouts. So dito itong tab na to, dito ka magse-set ng visual mo. Yung parang dito may set kung anong transmitter or anong receiver siya. So next is so on the upper left is the profile So on the upper left is the profile management. This is where you create video wall, splitter, and matrix switch. Ito, yung parang itong dito na to, sa side na to, parang i-choose mo siya kung video wall ba yung mo or splitter. So, dito naman, yung sa right side naman is yung scheduling management. Pre-plan display schedule by setting event time spanning across different dates, hours, and even minutes interval. So, ito nga yung sinasabi ko kanina sa example na parang yung sa McDo na isi-set mo kung anong time mo siya i-display. So, ito naman yung simple setup for installing V89 series. So, as you can see dito, yung V8950 and 8900, kailangan pa siya ng power adapter. So, dito naman, yung V8952, makikita mo na ano siya, na hindi na siya need pagka yung normal na, kunyari, ano lang siya, yung parang as splitter lang yung gagamitin mo. Kasi powered naman siya ng network switch. Basta ang kailangan lang din kasi yung network switch na gagamitin mo is support PoE din. So, ito yung app niya na pinakita ko kanina. So now, ito naman yung ano namin, success story. So this is one of the latest success story of B89 series. We have already installed in PESA, Philippine Economic Zone Authority. It's a government agency tasked to promote investment, extend assistance, and facilitate business operations. One of the requirements of PESA is to distribute the display on a different location or floor. So using V89 series, we are able to achieve the requirements of PESA. So as you can see dito, ito yung transmitter niya, tas ito yung receiver niya. Yung source niya is manggagaling dito sa PC, then papasok sa splitter. So yung parang nangyari, yung pinaka-source mo ng transmitter is galing sa splitter, then ito na yung connection niya. So makikita nyo na parang medyo malayo yung ano niya, yung location niya. Meron sa 10th floor, meron sa 8th floor and 9th floor. So through V89 series, we are able to eliminate the distance problem from source to display. So yun. So next is Bank of China. Next is our project with Bank of China. In here, we have provided solution for automation and distribution of AV signals over IP in different floors. They also need to monitor the display on each meeting rooms via V89 GUI. It has preview display. You can also control and route the input sources to different display. So next is the Asurion. It is a manufacturing company in Laguna. We have supplied then V89 transmitter and receiver and other AV products. Unfortunately, we didn't get the diagram for this. It is used for visual, digital signage, and conference room. In here, we are also solve the distance problem in visual integration. So now, why choose V89 series? Because it's eliminate distance limitation, scalability and flexibility, it's cost savings, more efficient and hassle-free installation. Also, it's a combination of AV solution. So, di ba, yung sa true discussion naman, medyo napansin nyo yung parang pinaka-useful siya na gamit kasi lahat ng parang, yun nga, combination siya ng AV solution like switch, tapos splitter, parang pinag-isang solution siya. So, yun. So, kung may question kayo, so feel free to comment dun sa may chat box.